Hi there, welcome back to another episode of Cooking on a Dime. Today I am going to teach you how to make homemade flour tortillas to go along with our homemade chicken fajitas tonight to use up some of the leftovers from our chicken last night. First we are going to take our bowl and we are going to take 4 cups of flour. To that, we are going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. Then we are going to take our whisk and we are going to whisk those together. To that, we are going to add 1 2/3 of a cup water. And a 1/4 cup of oil. Then we are going to take our hands and slowly fold in the sides as much as we can. And we are going to mix our dough. Yes, using our hands. It's the proper way to do a tortilla. Okay. My little helper would like to help. Go ahead. Now you want to mix it in the bowl until it's reached about a Play-Doh-like consistency. If you find it's too sticky, feel free to add some additional flour.
Too sticky.
1 tablespoon at a time.
Ew.
It's not quite mixed in yet to know if it's too sticky, honey. There's
know.
still more loose flour in here that has to be mixed in. And just keep sort of mixing it and kneading it in the bowl until you get all that flour mixed in. Then we are going to come over to our work surface where we're going to roll out our tortillas. And we're going to take a little bit of extra flour we have sitting on the side here and just lightly sprinkle our work surface. Then we are going to turn out our dough.
Now?
And we're going to knead it about 10 times or so until it's nice and smooth. Okay. Knuckles. Good job. My grandma always taught me to use knuckles. Some people, I understand, use the butts of their hands. Grandma always taught me knuckles. And who am I to argue with Grandma?
I like Grandma.
If you need to add a little more flour, just feel free. Awesome. And then we're going to need to divide this into 12 even pieces. So
What? Oh, no.
8, 10, 12. Alright, we have our 12 pieces. Now we're going to take each of these and move them over here, and we're just going to shape them into balls. Then we're going to flatten them slightly, lightly flour each side, and place it off to the side covered by a tea towel. And we are going to repeat that with the rest of these. Okay, we are going to let this pan heat up a little bit on some low heat because we want to cook it dry. In the meantime, we are going to roll some tortillas. Taking one of our rounds, we're going to place it on our work surface. Using our rolling pin and starting from the middle of the round, we are going to roll out all the way over the edges of the dough because we want them even. We're going to turn our dough an eighth of a turn, and we are going to repeat. Starting from the middle, turn an eighth of a turn, start from the middle, roll out, repeat. This is how we keep our dough in as much of a circle as possible while we're rolling it out. And because we want our tortillas to be an even thickness all the way around, this is why we roll over the edges. You want to roll them out fairly thin if you can. Anyhow, so we take our first tortilla once our pan is hot enough, and we just lay it in our pan, and we let it cook. And we're just waiting for it to see some bubbles start to form on the top of this. In the meantime, I'm going to continue rolling out some dough. Okay, so before you put your first tortilla in there, you need to get your pan very, very hot. There we go. There's some bubbles forming now. Once you see bubbles form, you start to flip it. And it should be about 30 to 60 seconds on the other side. That's better. And now it should be about 30 to 60 seconds per side for each one. As always, they'll wait for them to bubble before you flip. $0.50 and half an hour of your time versus, yeah, $5 and half an hour to an hour of your time going to the store to get the tortillas. There we are. That is perfect. And there we have it, folks, a batch of perfectly made, homemade flour tortillas. I can't